Good morning, YouTube man. Always George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Badminton Talk, coming to you live on YouTube. Well, folks, we finally get the first show for women's bodybuilding of the new year, and it's happening all the way in Canada, in British Columbia. That's it's still part of Canada, but the language is different. Everything else is much different compared to just regular Canada. They speak French Canadian a little bit more than they do but that's beside the point. Anyway, this is a show which is the Vancouver Island Showdown, which is a show we'll be having both women's professional bodybuilding and also amateur bodybuilding. There's going to be two divisions. It's going to be IB Pro show for women's bodybuilding and women's physique. But the list I saw is it's a really small list. And this lady I've been acquainted with some time, we talk back on social media, Miss Eva Montgomery. And Miss Montgomery is from Spokane, Washington. She's a professional bodybuilder. She's been competing, she got a pro card about 3-4 years ago. She was supposed to compete in Chicago last year, but then she got sick. She had to drop out. Her last show was the Tampa Bay Pro. And much respect to her. She's stepping up. She told me she was doing the show, and I said congratulations. And after you do the show, we'd like to do an interview with you. And I hope we get the interview, get to have on a live stream. But it's kind of disappointing. This is the first show for women's bodybuilding, especially in Canada. As you know, in Canada they still have restrictions. You do have to say you're vaccinated. You don't have to do quarantine anymore. I know a lady I was talking with. She said she had to do 2 weeks in and 2 weeks out. Meaning she was from Canada, so she had to get in 2 weeks quarantine before she got in the U.S. and 2 weeks quarantine before she got into Canada. She was gone for a month and she missed her family. And and that's tough. You're a mother and you're raising kids, and you want to be around your family. But anyway, one lady who I've been acquainted with, a lovely Miss Jada Beverly, she said she wanted to do the show. She mentioned it recently when she did an interview over Female Bodybuilding Challenge. She wanted to do the show, but the problem is she doesn't want to take the vaccinations. And she previously she was in the military, so I remember we had an interview right back. She never said that to me. She didn't tell me she was in the military. I'm surprised. So I'd say thank you for your service. But here's one thing I'm going to say real quick. People are so worried about these vaccines. Remember when this virus came out? People wanted something fast right now, especially in America. We want everything hot and ready. And this vaccine, it takes a while. People say it takes 6 months to a year. Vaccine, it doesn't work like that anymore. Science has evolved in the last 100 years. You don't have to wait almost 2 or 3 years to get a vaccine for something. With the right equipment, with the right studies. It don't take too long. I'm double vaccinated, and I'm planning to get my booster in the next month. It's the thing you need. But I understand that you're worried about this vaccine. But it's funny how some of these competitors take a lot of gear and stuff like that, but they worry about a vaccination. And like I said, I'm just shaking my head on that. I'm gonna shake my head on that. But anyway, I felt there should be more bodies. Last year, you had the Toronto Pro. And there was only 4 women competing. Mala Ash won that show. Also, there was my dear friend Tana Hewitt to that show. She took 4th. I felt she should have got 2nd or 3rd. But you know how it is, politics, and just a lot of bull crap. And I was hoping Tana would do that show because Tana lives in Canada. This would be a great opportunity to get points or qualify for the Olympia. Also, the Toronto Pro is coming up in June. So, the Super Show's coming back. Then, again, she could get maybe a few more points and maybe qualify for the the Olympia. As you know, this show was qualification for when she competed in Toronto last year. As you know, it was after qualification for the Olympia. So that means she already has points, which means all she needs is a few more. She can get enough. She can either qualify by points or even qualify by winning. So but I think she's still training. I think she's still prepping. She's really focused on Toronto. But I think she should have done this show. This show would be a great opportunity to get points or even qualify for the Olympia. And another lady who's from Canada is Lisa Cordrey. And Lisa also competed at the Toronto Super Show last year. She has points already. She took 2nd in that show. And I was thinking she might do this show. She's really focused on the indie show. We follow the news on social media and also on other channels like Female Running Channel, who announced the ladies who were going to be competing in this show. I thought she would do the show, but from what I found out, she doesn't live in Canada anymore. So she moved out of Canada. So she's going to focus on India and whatever shows in the States. And then also another lady who competed at this show, Michelle Jen. Now Michelle lives in my home state, North Carolina. but she could have done the show also. But like what information I'm finding, some of these ladies are still recovering from the gear they take, and they take the time for their body to adjust. Toronto was almost I think almost 6 months ago, because it's already, see, Toronto was around about a little bit after the remaining Muscle Fest. That was around by November, and that's nearly practically almost 6 7 months. God, time flies, folks. Time's really flying. And both these ladies made the top three at the show. I think Lisa took second, and Michelle took third, which I feel like Michelle took fourth. But you know how just politics and judges and whatever else like that. But some ladies are just recovering from the gear they got to take. They got to let their bodies get back to their regular cycle and try to get back into, like, we're talking to some ladies about why some ladies not jumping on this show, because some are not really ready yet, and some are trying to wean off and then jump back onto the gear later once their body gets time to heal. But one woman who most definitely should do this show for qualification, I don't know, just me, in my opinion, is Mona Porcellet. As you know, Mona, she won her qualification last year at the at the Tampa Bay Pro. Then she took fourth place at the Olympia. You know, but as you know, if you follow I talked about this on my live stream, my partner Jen, that they changed the qualification now for the Olympia. Except for Mr. Olympia, it's still top five, but all the other divisions is top three. Now that's some bullshit. Right the gate, why all the other divisions have to be top three, but Mr. Olympia is still top five? That's it's just like the guy said, ain't no way, boy, ain't no way, ain't no effing way, boy, ain't no way. But the fact is, they changed it. Now she has to earn a qualification again, where she didn't used to. When you made top five, hey, you just go to Olympia the next year. You don't have to compete in any shows. Now she has to prep and get ready, and it takes time for the recovery after the Olympia. And I think she should have done this show, which will give her automatic shot, because I think she probably won the show. I think she would have won if she did these show in Vancouver. But like I said, well, I'm talking with some ladies here and there that say that it takes them a while to, especially the gear they take, it takes them a while for the bodies to try to adjust. They want, they want to overshock the system, because it is serious. Body, to get to this level, you do have to take some supplements. You got to take a certain gear, and it can affect you in the long run, and it's just serious about that. But I remember I reached out to I mentioned, so Irene Anderson mentioned that that she has to qualify again. And I remember I follow her on social media. I reached out to Irene. Why don't you just, right here in the States, because she was visiting Helen Trevino here in the States, you're over in Mexico, just cross the border, work out and everything. But you said she had family and the dog and take care of. I understand that. I respect that. But the fact is, it could have been a great opportunity for a qualification for the Olympia. So this is the list for the physique, and this is 7 women. This is almost a list for women's bodybuilding. 7. Usually physique will have 14, 15. Sometimes double or triple that of the women's bodybuilding. But because some women are still not ready yet, and it's just, it's all it is. I'm not saying that thing. It's just what it is. It's what it looks like. It's just that some people are not ready yet, and this is kind of an early show. But this, physique has more shows than women's bodybuilding. More stages. But this is I think a very small contention. And there's quite a few female bodybuilders in Canada, but everybody's not ready yet. So here we have Danielle Goulet. She's been competing for quite some time, and she's from Canada. We have here American by the name of one Miss. Let me get a name right, because these names are sometimes I got to be careful with these names. I don't want to mess up somebody's name by accident. And this is one Miss Tina Moya Gordemora. I'm sorry, I'm just going Miss Tina. Also we have here is Layla Layla. I'm just call her Layla because I'm sorry. She is a client and friend of Eva Montgomery. They both come to the show together. And Layla, she made her debut in women's physique at the Tampa Bay Pro, same time as her friend and trainer Eva. She didn't do too well in that show, but hey, this might be a show where she probably can earn a qualification. Also we have here is Maria Queenie Lieberman. She's from Canada, and she's been quite some time. She has a certain look to her. very you're Asian, so she's a good chance, she might, make the top three at the show, maybe even win the show. Also, we have here is Imajaja Maverick. I mean, I'm gonna call it Emma for short, because some of these names I'm not good with. I was trying to find her name, how to speak it properly. I looked, like a video or something like that, but she's not on social media that much. So, best of luck to her. Also, we have another Canadian, because half the competitors in the show are Canadians. This is one Miss Jennifer Streeter, and she's from Canada. She's from Alberta, Canada, and she's a much older lady. It's all depending, like I said, with much young competitors, it's probably be a little harder for her. She possibly gonna probably bottom out, depending on how she's gonna look. It's gonna be difficult. And then we have here a lady who have been to Olympia, who earned her qualification last year. She competed in two shows. She took second at the Puerto Rico Pro. She won the Omaha Pro. This was Kristella Zarvazic. Zarvazic. It's one of these foreign names. I'm not going to try to chop it up too much. I want to apologize. But Kristella, she has an amazing physique. Also Kristella, as you know, I'm doing comparison videos about mothers. She's a mother. She has a son. So, I know that I'm probably going to put her on one of my comparison videos. I just got to get her pictures together, get her histories and whatever else. But she most likely is going to, in this show, I think she's going to earn her another Olympia qualification. I think the only competition really probably be Layla, or maybe Maria might be the real threat for her. But I'm most definitely feel like she's going to, she has a great physique. And she comes in with a great presentation. She most definitely going to win. I think the top three in this show is going to be her. I think Layla and probably um, Maria. They're probably going to be the top three for the show. But then I'm surprised that some women who just earned a pro card don't compete in this show. You just earned a pro card. This is a show is a small show. It could be a quick opportunity for you to get to the Olympia. Most definitely Chelsea Diaz. Chelsea Diaz is now a Women's Strength Ambassador. And she just got her pro card just this no more than by around right around December, a little bit before Christmas. So you would think that she probably want to do the show, and then boom, you get a fast track to the Olympia. But like I say, I think some ladies don't want to do the vaccinations, because you have to be tested. You must have your vaccination card. I have one where it shows that I'm vaccinated, and also also like I say, I'm gonna get my booster in next month. But some women are too concerned about the fact about the vaccine. But like I said again, folks, vaccines do not make you sick. All it's going to do, depending if you don't already have the virus in your body, it will make you sick because it will affect your body because you already had the disease in you. But if you don't, all you're going to do is get maybe a little slight fever. I remember I got my first vaccine, I got a little slight fever. By the time I laid down, took some rest, and it was over before I know it. But don't be afraid. Don't people don't listen to other people's paranoia. Use common sense. Science works like this. It is science. It's not perfect, but it's accurate in most cases. But like I said, some of these ladies, you're missing out on opportunity. This show is a great chance to maybe get your qualification for the Olympia, or get some points for you when you go to the other shows. Some ladies I think about who should have done a show, like as Donna Salib. She's doing both the New York and the indie show. She should have done a show. This could be a great way to qualify for the Olympia. A couple other ladies I can think of should have done a show. But the fact is, many were concerned because the fact is Canada still have those guidelines for going into it. They no longer have to do the quarantine. You don't have to sit there for 2 weeks to get into Canada and 2 weeks to get out. But this would have been a great opportunity to earn a qualification. But I want to say congratulations to Eva Montgomery, because she's gonna go to Olympia. Unless somebody comes at the last minute, I don't know how long it takes to do. I think the guidelines for entries, I don't really know all that about that. I know I asked some of the ladies, hey, how long for you can really finally say, hey, we're not taking any more competitors, but no one's told me that yet. So, but this is a show. I think some ladies, if you are a bodybuilder in Canada, you're pro, do this show. Don't miss out on maybe getting a chance to qualify for the Olympia. I wouldn't, if I understand, the seriousness. Some still in prepping, but you might be halfway through your prep and still look good enough to get on the stage. But like I said, it's just either or, whichever you want to do. But much respect to Eva Montgomery. Much respect all the ladies who stepping up and doing this show. I mean, it's a great opportunity. Maybe next year we see more competitors do it because the fact is, if they feel like it's a sure shot for the Olympia, they should take it. Like I said, like what Master Raza Go taught me. Never give up a sure footing for a killing blow. Anyway, this is man on Rachel's page, aka the Emperor from my Bobby and Talk. Don't like, subscribe. I'm out.